our final episode, we're going to be covering legs.
Oh, legs. How we hate you. Definitely get the mobility in. Whew. If you don't get the mobility in, you're going to suffer in the long run because, man, those legs can tighten up, can restrict mobility, can feel a hell of a lot more sore, and possibly even injury. So always big advocate of mobility for sure before any major workout.
We can't recommend it enough. At least, if at the very least 5 minutes, but we recommend about 10. And also, you're going to see we're getting started with squats.
Of course.
Oh yeah, the king or queen of all exercises. And we're going to go ahead and start off with a warm-up set. Even though we do mobility, we still like to do a nice warm-up set with squats as well, just to really make sure we're primed and good to go. We usually start with about 20 to 15 reps on that first set, lightweight.
Yeah, definitely. Keeping the knees wide, right in line with the toes. Spine neutral, chin neutral. All the stuff you've heard a million times.
Chest up, back straight. We might make another song. We've done some songs in the past. We did one on pull-ups. Maybe we should do one on squats as well, just to really hammer it home. I know we feel like we're repeating ourselves, but that's kind of what you need to do when it comes to any, especially a major compound exercise. We even got to tell ourselves that too, because being in videos, senior form from time to time, at least me, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that's what I look like? So it is good sometimes to set up a camera, even your cell phone, have your buddy record yourself, because sometimes what you think you're doing isn't exactly what you are doing, and it can be very helpful.
And especially if you're doing it wrong, it's building those bad habits, and then it's hard to break them. So you really try to set those good habits first and have a mental checklist and go down the list, and then you're good to go after that.
There's the saying, practice makes perfect, but like Brandon was saying, it is easy to build bad habits, and if you build bad habits, it can be hard to break those habits. So
practicing bad habits make them perfect, which is a bad thing.
Exactly, and now I'm confused.
Yeah.
What I was leading to is perfect practice makes perfect. So try and when practicing, have that practice as close to perfect as you can. Oh my God.
Perfect good practice makes good habits.
But bad practice makes perfect practice
bad habits
possible.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm really confused, but basically, I don't know.
There
Where
we
were we?
Yeah.
Watch your form.
Good tutorial there. No, that's the song. It'll be super confusing. Everyone
Perfect
comes away with it.
practice makes perfect squat. You gotta go now. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Romanian deadlifts. Moving on to a hamstring isolation exercise.
This one is it is an isolation exercise, but it's could definitely easily say, we probably say this too much, but one of the favorites for really developing and strengthening the hamstrings here. And we're already on walking lunges. Oh man, walking lunges.
What can be said? If you want to get to heaven, you got to walk through hell.
Yeah.
And you got to do it doing walking lunges.
Damn right.
They're our most hated exercise, but they're probably also our most loved exercise. We hate doing them, but we love when they're finished.
Yes, that's true. But also kind of the feeling of them too after you're done. You feel accomplished, you feel good, you feel those legs, the trembling, the pump, and it's kind of like doing something very difficult, and once you complete it and you finish it, you just feel damn good.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a beautiful day too. So it's kind of nice to be outside, and
it is a very nice day.
Yeah.
Getting some sun, doing some walking lunges. This is good times.
You gotta appreciate the small things.
Exactly, you do. But they are definitely an exercise that make you feel very accomplished once finishing them. So we highly recommend them. And we haven't done them for quite some time. So we're just getting back into it. We were doing them, sadly, back in the day with 100-pound dumbbells, which we need to work back up to because we are not there now. I don't think that would have been physically possible for me.
Yeah, get like 2 steps in and then, pretty much faint.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. So leg extensions here. So we got a little bit more of the compounds out of the way. Did the squats, Romanian deadlifts, which are more of an isolation, of course, and then walking lunges. Now onto leg extension, really just isolating the quads. Usually keep it pretty light in these, repetitions high, really focus on the good tempo and the squeeze in the quadriceps. A lot of people are scared of these just due to the possible, a lot of stress on the knee joint, but as long as you keep it light, as long as you keep the form good and the motion really controlled, you will be safe. So don't worry too much about it as long as you're safe.
Yeah, and every exercise works a little differently for every other person, so if it's not an exercise you feel completely comfortable with, you can always switch it out for something else. Us personally, like Brandon was saying, we usually keep it pretty light, do about 3 sets, 10 reps, and we also do the same with leg curls, which we've moved on to now, another hamstring isolation exercise.
Damn right, it's a bicep of the leg.
Oh yeah,
It's
just
called
think about it
biceps
that way.
femoris.
Yeah.
I mean, they're literally called the bicep. So
makes it a hell of a lot easier too visually if you think of it that way, because biceps are a really fun body part to work, but you can't see hamstrings most of the time.
yeah, unless you're wearing the skinny jeans.
Exactly.
And those are popular nowadays, so it's nice to have those big legs.
Taking those bent over booty shots on Instagram. Oh yeah, that's
We have yet to try that, but you know, you never know. When we start starving for followers, we'll maybe try.
just unfollow us and
Exactly.
curse our existence if it ever gets to that point.
I don't think it ever will. But this one is a good exercise. Really enjoyed this one. It is a unilateral as well, so really trying to isolate each side in comparison to the other. And start with the weaker side first, going on to the more stronger dominant side. And then if you really feel like one side is weaker than the other, you can go back to the weaker side for busting out a few more reps, you know, to really try to bring it back up.
I feel if we ever had dolls of ourselves with the little pull strings, we'd probably say like the exact
Retract
same...
scapula,
Yeah,
unilateral.
Unilateral. Retract and depress.
Yeah.
Toes in line with the knees. But I mean, it's true. These are all things you want to keep in mind, and we still get questions from people asking, one side's stronger than the other, what do I do? And we really recommend focusing on unilateral in order to balance those issues. There's still issues we struggle with, so it's really a journey that's never quite complete, and I guess that's part of the reason it makes it fun. Moving on to seated calf raises.
Oh yeah.
Visually, these are not the most exciting exercises in the world. I think that's probably a big reason why our leg videos never seem to do quite as good as our others, but also, unfortunately, I think it's probably still because a lot of people just don't really enjoy working legs, and that's gotta change, damn it.
Yeah. These need to be the most viewed videos.
Or at least the most performed days
Yeah.
in the week. You can't forget legs.
Yeah.
We are going to try and officially change International Chest Day to International Leg Day.
We have a long road.
We do
Talk
have
about
a long road, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
But the gastrocnemius soleus muscles there in the calf, hitting them hard, building them up. Yeah.
That's it. That's our final Let's Lift Legs episode. Hope you enjoyed them. Just me and Brandon in there getting it done. Do you like these ones with the commentary over it, or do you just like us talking while we're in the gym? And it's a very important question because the next series we're going to begin is the cutting series January 1st.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah. It's going to be eating routines, kind of day in the lives, workout. We're going to do a lot more than just the gym. We're going to show what it takes to get into shape because, as many of you know, eating is a huge component. So
Cardio,
yeah.
Sleep. We're going to have like 8-hour videos of
Oh
us
yeah.
sleeping.
Oh yeah. Just 8 straight hours of us sleeping. Get ready for it. It's going to be like Paranormal Activity with buff dudes. So, hope you enjoyed the series and look for the cutting plan.
Stay buff.
Yeah.